I'm Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides. I've been making travel videos for over 15 years of popular and not so popular tourist destinations to give you a very honest, unofficial look at what it's like to be there. I woke up yesterday in my hometown of Hamburg, Germany, got on the train to the airport, and let me tell you, the more I travel, the more I have to remind myself how good I have it to live in a city and live in an area in a city where for just a couple euros, it takes me like 45 minutes from leaving my house to get to the airport with public transportation. So I flew with KLM from Hamburg to Amsterdam and then Amsterdam to Stockholm. And for the second time ever in all of my flights, and I've done a lot, we had an aborted landing, which means we were on our way down to the runway and already pretty low, and then all of a sudden the captain stepped on the gas and we flew back up into the air. Last time this happened to me was in Paris, and we could see down onto the runway that there was a problem with the plane that had landed in front of us, and that's why we couldn't land. It's because there was no space on the runway. This time we didn't get really an explanation. The captain just said,
"Well, noticed you just heard from the cabin crew. We discontinued our landing into Amsterdam. At the point where we were out of the runway, it was not possible for us to continue for a safe landing anymore. So we will be trying another approach, and that means we expect to land in about 5 minutes again in Amsterdam. That will get us to the parking stand approximately 5 minutes past our scheduled arrival time. All connecting flights should still be okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you for your patience."
But yeah, actually, I was kind of glad that that had happened to me one time before, because I think if I was somebody who was a little bit anxious flying, which I'm not, but if I was, that can really freak you out. I guess it's not all that uncommon. And another thing about traveling, oh my gosh, the more I go through the Amsterdam airport, the more I think,
I don't want to go through the Amsterdam airport.
the Amsterdam airport is so spread out, it's so large, and the distances between terminals and gates is incredible at times. I'm not complaining about traveling, of course. I'm happy and grateful that this is my life, but the Amsterdam airport, it's so huge. I mean, take a look at this map. If you have a transfer and you get out at this gate in this terminal and have to go over to this gate in this terminal, almost a 2-kilometer walk. And in my research, I found two sort of most popular ways to get into Stockholm from the Stockholm airport, and that is either with the express train, which takes about 22 minutes and costs this much, or you can take the flygbus, which is what I did, which takes about 45 minutes and only costs this much. I bought my ticket online, but you can also buy your tickets in the airport or outside of the airport. There are ticket machines right at the bus stops. If you're worried about how to find the bus stop, first of all, the Stockholm airport is not very big, and when you get outside, you can see the bus stops are very clearly marked, and online you can easily find the departure times. Just go to the bus stop, wait for it to show up. Remember, there are people coming to the airport, and there may be a bus that shows up and people get out of the bus and then it drives away without letting you on it. Don't worry, that was just a bus coming to the airport. The buses that are going into the city will say Stockholm on them, and the friendly bus people will scan your ticket and allow you into the bus. Just like when we were landing the plane and driving into the city of Stockholm, I kept thinking, wow, this looks like northern Minnesota. I think that's why probably so many, obviously that's why so many people from Sweden immigrated to that area of the United States, like the upper Midwest, because it is very similar to here. And I don't mind walking, and the temperature is mild. I'm gonna say it's probably like in the 50s here now. By the way, if you're not watching this like in real time, it's April of 2025. I walked to my hotel, which is the Gamlestan Hotel over here in the Gamlestan neighborhood. And this is seriously the most expensive hotel room per square foot or square meter that I've ever stayed in anywhere. Let me show you around. Okay, here we are, room 107 at the back of this sort of winding, narrow, dark hallway. And this is the curb appeal. This is the impression that you get when you first walk into the room. And yep, that's basically it. There is a desk area over here, which is kind of nice. You know, not every hotel room has an area where you can sort of set up your computer and get some work done. And yes, I did make my morning coffee in a wine glass. What's your special talent? And making the coffee was sort of a challenge. I'll get to that in a minute. This is a single room, so there is just a single bed. And I mean, this really is just a single bed. There's no way two people could sleep in this. I mean, I'm only 5'5", 165 centimeters, and like, I can't even roll over in this bed. There is a beautiful chandelier. I mean, look at this luxury. And okay, the colors and fixtures here are pretty nice. And next to the bed, there is an outlet where the lamp is plugged in there, but you can plug in other things as well to charge during the night. The bathroom door is Morgan approved, which means it's a real door that closes all the way and is not see-through. But that really shouldn't matter because there's no way that you're going to be staying in this room with more than one person anyways. Let's take a look inside. That's it. That's the entire bathroom. So, crapper's over here on this corner, and this corner is the shower, and when you take a shower, you just basically get the whole room wet. There's a really tiny sink here. I mean, it's tiny, but it's not as small as on the Norwegian Epic cruise ship, so there's that. But here's the challenge I had making coffee. The kettle doesn't fit under here. I tried filling it up with the shower head, and that just made everything all wet, and only like 3 sprays of water got into the kettle. And this water bottle that I travel with also doesn't fit under here, so I ended up having to use a coffee cup to like scoop water into the kettle. Definitely a first world problem, I know. It's not a huge thing to complain about, but for the price... Oh, did I tell you what the price is? This hotel is costing me 180 euros for the night, and it's not even a weekend. 180 euros for this. The hotel does have a very nice breakfast room and offers breakfast included in the price, so that, of course, is a little bit of a bonus, but come on. 180 euros for this. That's Stockholm. I mean, these are London prices, and I have stayed in a room about this size in London, but I want to say it didn't cost this much. Oh, and another piece of information if you are planning on staying here at this hotel. So it's Wednesday morning today, and at about 5:30, the trash truck showed up here right outside my window. Are you kidding me? It's not even 6 o'clock in the morning, and the trash is being picked up. And yeah, when I finish this video, I'm going to hop in the shower corner, get the whole damn room all wet, and then check out of the hotel because this afternoon I'm boarding the Silja Serenade ferry and cruising to Helsinki and back. This is an experience I'm really looking forward to trying. I've also cruised with the Color Line ferries that also are very cruise ship-like. They go from Kiel, Germany to Oslo and back. Just did that couple weeks ago. All those videos are already online if you want to see what that was like. And please make sure you're subscribed and give this video a thumbs up and check back soon to see what the Silja Serenade was like with its gigantic promenade and everything else I'll discover. I'm Morgan from the Very Unofficial Travel Guides. See you soon.